Thank you for tuning into the New Real STL News. This is your brother Charles Abdul Wali. My location is the Redmond Complex Center. We are here at the Youth Employment Summit, sponsored by the St. Louis County government. And we have two people here that are very influential in making this happen. My brother to your right, Ryan Pierce, and my brother to your left, Derek Collins. If I get you both, just come in a little bit. Man, so, okay, we are here with a youth summit. What was the reasoning on having some type of event like this?
At the end of last year, we were convened by our executives with the Regional Business Council and County Executive Dr. Sam Page's office, and they discussed some pain points they had about employment. And one of the main things they spoke about was engaging with employees at a younger age. And so what we did from the workforce development perspective is to put together Youth Jobs Initiative. And so this is a culminating event of maybe about 6 months of working through our program partners. We have in-school and out-of-school youth program partners in our office. In the door is out-of-school youth, and Employment Connection is in school. And so we basically are supplementing the services that they provide. So St. Louis County, as Derek likes to say, is the purse. So we usually have the funding for the programs, and we subcontract out that work to other organizations. And so we wanted to assist them in making sure that we were trying to provide opportunity for the youth. And I think that what today will prove is that we often hear about the trouble that the young people get in, but I can tell you that it's been an overwhelming response that they want to be employed, particularly from the ages of 14 to 17, prior to 18 years old. And so we tried to put together as many employers as we could that were open to hiring individuals under the age of 18, and we wanted to put together some quality employment opportunities for people 18 and over, such as your Wash U's, your BJC's, your General Motors.
Right, and you guys got it down to a young age, 16 to 24, and I started work when I was 16 and everything. Now, why was it so important to target those particular age groups?
I'll expound on that. The reason being is because that's the group that's most impressionable, and that's the group we tend to hear about day in and day out as it relates to crime and different elements that are not positive within an age group. So what we want to do, as Harold mentioned, is to allow these young folks an opportunity and exposure to know what they can become, to develop skills, to experience what work life will be in the future, and just get them off the streets and get them involved in proactive, creative things that'll help them throughout their lives.
Right, and you guys are with the St. Louis County government, right?
Yes.
So this is kind of like a segue to let you guys know what your St. Louis County government does for you.
Absolutely. A lot of people don't know that there's a division in your local government called Workforce Development. And what we do is we work out of a federal grant called the WIOA grant, which is WIOA, Workforce Innovation and Opportunity. And out of that grant, we pay for individuals that qualify for our funding, usually from a income perspective, to get training in your high demand industries like the logistics, healthcare, IT, things of that nature. And we also use those funds to kind of sweeten the deal for businesses, if you will, and put together apprenticeship programs, incumbent worker training programs, work experience programs for the youth. And I think that that's really where we can add value in trying to create partnerships with businesses that are willing. So we're always looking for businesses that are interested in hiring some of these youth. I mean, we put out an RSVP, and we had youth RSVP well into the hundreds.
Right.
Immediately, because they want to be employed.
Yes, sir.
And I think that if we're really serious about making change for what we see about crime and violence, that we want to open up opportunities for these young people to obtain skills and make money.
Now I have a couple comments I want you guys to respond to. One comment saying that some of the schools are still in school. Will you guys be doing another one?
Absolutely. I think based upon the turnout, I always have to defer to my manager, but we have the funding, we have the services, so I would say so.
And I'd add to that, we're going to collect the data, as Harold's done a very good job with, and we will strategize in terms of the location and where we may have missed opportunities. But I do anticipate within the next 60 days or so, we will have an additional youth employment opportunity session.
And another question is, what about the children or youth that are aged 14 and 15?
So what we did is we targeted employers that were open to hiring them.
Right.
One of those particular employees is not here as of yet. So hopefully they come today. But a lot of those employers are going to fall into your retail and food services.
Right.
And in all honesty, even with us bringing resources to the table, it's very difficult to get employers to bite on individuals under the age of 16 for insurance purposes. And so, once again, if there are any businesses out there that are open to employing youth in that demographic, we would pay their wages for up to 12 weeks through one of our work experience programs.
That's nice.
Charles, you mentioned earlier in terms of what the impact might be for young folks to have an opportunity. I can recall as a city young man, young boy, growing up, my first job was Operation Brightside.
Right.
And I believe that instilled values in me to this day that I carry on, understanding that I worked the entire summer to accumulate funds to buy me a vehicle.
Yes, sir.
So again, it's all about exposure and opportunity and mentoring. We want to do all we can through Harold's leadership and through St. Louis County. And most importantly, thanking you, Charles, for coming out, covering this, advertising, letting folks know who we are, what we are, and how we want to help. We appreciate that.
Thank you.
Again, moving forward, we will have an event within the next 60 days. We'll be certain to let all know, and we want to, again, do all we can to impact this community in a positive manner and give these young folks an opportunity to survive and make a living and be prosperous.
All right, can you let the guys know where we're at and how long we will be here?
Absolutely. This is the North County Recreation Center at Veterans Park, as it used to be called. I think it's 2777 Redmond Road between Halls Ferry and 367. And we'll be here until 1 p.m. today. And
Yes, sir.
I would encourage everybody to come on out because there's a lot of employers that are looking to hire. And once again, we have services that are available where we can provide funding. So I'll tap on one thing too. We talk about 14 to 17, but for individuals that are 18 years old,
Yes, sir.
if you're unsure about what your next role is, if you qualify for our funding, which is usually income perspective, if the household is receiving unemployment, SNAP, or TANF, everyone in that household qualifies for our resources. So when you qualify for those, you qualify for workforce development related resources, and we can give you up to X amount of dollars in the thousands towards training.
Yes,
for
sir.
one of our wonderful programs, such as like the medical assistant apprenticeship program that my man right here put together with my coworker Brandon and Bob Lee. And these are programs that they're earn and learn, so you're getting paid while you're training. You receive a certification, which with an industry recognized credential, and at the end, once you test out, you receive a title change, a pay increase,
Wonderful.
and you're a full-time employee of one of these organizations. And so we have several different apprenticeships like that we're working on, and we're just trying to make sure that we connect with people to the services. A lot of people don't know that this funding is available, but if you're a household that you're receiving SNAP or TANF, or someone, the primary breadwinner is receiving unemployment, it's a lot of services that we can offer.
And to Harold's point, we're looking for employers that offer respectable wages, prevailing wages. So technically, we average around $20 or greater for most of the employment opportunities that we're offering these young folks. So again, please come out, take advantage, and please, should you desire to know more about this information, please contact us at the